Okay. You're saying that the issue, okay, was done, or the current wealth of this investor. You say that she has 1,000 share, okay, 1,000 share, and currently one share, as we saw last week, was going for 9.6. Therefore, the current wealth, as mentioned, is 9.6. We multiply by 1,000. Okay. We were evaluating the first alternative, exercise the right and buy the new share. Okay. Let me go back to my board. Okay. So the current wealth, okay, you say it is equal to 1,000 shares, okay. We multiply by the current share price, which is 9.6, to give us 9,600. Okay. Okay, option one, okay, she decided to sell she decided to exercise, okay, not sell, but she decided to exercise the right. So of course, the first thing is you need to determine what's the value per right, okay? And the value per right, I think as we saw last week, it is dependent on how you define the number of rights to be equal to, okay? So here we see the two perspectives. Either you can define the number of rights to be equal to the current share you hold, okay? Or you can decide to define the number of rights to be equal to the new share you'll be getting. Whatever perspective you take, the total value of the rights to be the same, okay? For my case, okay, let me just take the number of rights to be equal to the current number of shares, okay? Therefore, we can say therefore, okay, from that regard, therefore, the number of rights, you can try the other method if you prefer, but there's no harm, okay? Therefore, if I use that definition, therefore the number of rights for this investor is equal to the new share, okay? So then is equal to the old share is equal to, okay, is equal to the existing share, okay? That's how I have defined the number of rights to be equal to, okay, existing shares. And this shareholder has 1,000 shares, okay, which means therefore she has 1,000 rights. The next thing, depending on how you define the number of rights to be equal to, the value of rights is dependent on how you define the number of rights to be equal to, okay? Therefore, since I've defined the number of rights to be equal to the existing shares, okay, then the value, okay, per right, I think we saw last week, the value per right was how much? Confirm from what we did last week, the value per one right. Okay, if we define the number of rights to be equal to the current number of shares or the existing number of shares, we got something. I guess we've done that bit already. How much do you get? We got 0 point something, if I remember. So we got 0.12. Okay, we got 0.12. Okay, 0.12. We simply equal to the current market price per share minus the theoretical extract share price. Okay, which was equal to 9.6 minus 9.48. Okay, which means therefore this shareholder, don't forget, she's taking up the offer. Okay, don't forget to consider therefore the value of the shares after she takes them up. Okay, value of shares will be equal to 1,000 share is a current number of shares. Okay, then she's going to take up some new share. Dog, it was 1 for 4. Okay, it was 1 for 4. Therefore, the new share she's going to get, okay, is simply like a quarter, 1 for 4. Okay, we multiply by 1,000. That gives therefore what will be the total number of shares she's going to have after the 1,000 plus the new shares. Okay. Don't forget now the value of the share is not 9.46, it's not 9.6, is 9.48. Don't forget now the offer has already expired. She has taken up the shares. Okay. The share price did drop from 9.6 all the way to 9.48. Okay. That's given therefore what is going to be the value of the shares for this investor after they expire. Okay. And what do you get with the total wealth of this investor? Now it's clear. 1,000 was the old shares. The 250 is the new shares she's going to get. But the value per share, okay, decreased to 9.48. Okay, I hope it was quite clear. If not, don't forget, let me know. Okay, some have an answer already. Okay, that is from here. I get 11 million, so 11,000. Okay, so it is it's 11,480. Okay, so 11,480. Okay, that's the value of the shares of this investor. These shares, don't forget, the 250 new shares, okay, that she has obtained. Okay, someone is confirming that answer. Yes, that is from Elaine. So you get 11,480. Okay, now don't forget the new shares were not being offered for free. Okay, the new shares were not being offered for free. Okay, you had to pay something for them. Okay, therefore the cash payment. Okay, because this investor paid for them. Okay, therefore the cash payment for the new share. Okay, there were 250 new shares. Okay, but you pay 9 for each of the share. Don't forget, you're paying 9 to obtain the new share. The offer price was 9. Total payment was how much? Therefore, Mahir, you have a question? Sorry. Yes, Mahir.
I'm so sorry. It's not 11, it's 11,850.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you. 850, thank you. Not 480.
Yeah. At first I confused.
Okay, thank you. 11,850. Thank you, Mahir. Okay. Cash payment, I think someone has an answer for us already. The cash payment, Timothy Samuel, they got 2250. Okay, 2250. Okay, I assume that that's the right answer. Okay. Now, since don't forget here, the cash payment is simply a cash outflow. Okay, you're paying for it. Okay, and you're paying 2250. Therefore, the cash is money out of business. So therefore, this don't forget is going to be a negative because it's a cash outflow. Okay, and that therefore will give therefore the net wealth. Okay, so the net wealth to this investor, which is how much? Don't forget is 11,850 minus 2250 because this was money out of the business. Okay, it's money out of the business more or less. Okay, it's a transfer wealth. Okay, and from Hadik as well as Samuel, we do get 9,600. Okay, we get 9,600. Okay, and therefore the wealth of this investor if she take up the first option, that is to exercise the right. Okay. What if she decides, okay, to take up the second alternative, okay, more or less the alternative, okay, that is to sell the rights, okay? What if she decides to do that, okay? Therefore, our next question, our next analysis, okay? So this is the first analysis, okay? The wealth, more or less, if you just observe, okay, the wealth before was equal to 9,600, okay? The wealth before all these was all the rights were or the excess was done, okay, was 9,600. So simply the wealth, okay, remains constant. Now let's see whether in the second alternative we are going to have that wealth, okay. You see that in the second example, okay, we are meant to sell the rights. And as I mentioned, don't forget it's dependent on how we define the number of rights, okay? And as per this example, we are defining the number of rights to equal to the exit share, okay? And the number of rights, therefore, is 1,000, okay? So going next here, this shareholder, okay, don't forget, she's not going to buy the shares being offered, okay? She had decided to ignore them, okay? Therefore, the value, okay, of the shares, okay, don't forget the share remained constant because why not? She never took up the offer. Okay, they remain at 9,600. Sorry, the number of shares. The number of shares remain at 1,000, and the price now has dropped. Okay, from 9.6 to 9.48. Okay, and this gives therefore 94.80. Okay, don't forget the number of shares remain constant. Why? Because here she had decided to sell to someone else. Okay, but not to take them up. Okay, therefore, since this is a sale, it means this investor did receive the cash. Okay, there was a receipt of cash because you are selling these rights. Okay, the potential or the chance to buy the new shares to someone else. Okay, so of course you receive money. Okay, there's going to be cash receipt. Okay, cash to be received from the sale. How many rights? The rights you mentioned, they are 1,000. What's the value per right? Is 0.12. Then how much do you receive from the sale? You receive $120. Okay. Then we can see therefore the wealth after it was 94.80 plus 120, to give us 9,600. Okay, and you can see therefore the wealth of the investor also remain constant if they decide to sell the rights to someone else. Okay, they decide to sell the rights to someone else. Okay, now actually we can do also the mix. Okay, let's actually go back to what the example telling us. Okay, let me just refer you back to the question. Okay, actually, let's just do this, even this. Okay, the second point of activity. Okay, sell half of the rights and buy the remaining. Buy the share using the remaining rights. Okay, let's actually do it. Okay. If that happen, okay, that you want to take half or you want to buy shares using half of the rights to be offered to you, and you sell the other half to a third party, okay, now what happened in that context here? Okay, if that happen, okay, half, let me just get half. Okay, let me just call it half. Okay, you take half, you buy the shares, and the other half you decide to sell. Okay, what happened? So you can have here the value of shares after. Okay, don't forget there were 1,001 shares that were there before. Okay, plus we will say that she's going to take a half. So first, the number of shares being offered, okay, remain the same, is a quarter of 1,000. But as I mentioned, she's taking half. Okay, therefore times a half. Okay, and that gives therefore what is given here the number of shares after. Okay, the value per share has decreased to 9.48, and that will give therefore what is given the value of the share she's going to receive. Don't forget, she has taken half. Therefore, she has decided to, okay, just confirm the answer before I proceed ahead. What is given the total value of the shares? I hope it was the concept was clear. If not, ask. Okay, we got an answer. We get 10,125 from someone. Someone to confirm. 10,125. From Mahil, we get 10,666. Get 10,665, as well as from Mandela. Samuel, would you want to check? Okay, someone check your workings. Maybe there could be an issue that you missed. From Pavital, we get 10,665. Okay, so I want to guess maybe somebody made a mistake. Check again. Yeah, from Mandela, the same. Okay, so you do get 10,665. Okay, to be the total value of the shares. Okay, which means therefore, since it was half, therefore she's going to take half, which I think we're done. But don't forget, these shares are not for free, so she needs to pay for them. Okay, they have a cash payment. Cash payment. And the cash payment, okay, we are saying that of the shares that were offered were 250, but she took half. However, she paid for them, okay, and she pays $9 for those half shares, the 225 shares. So the total payment for the new shares that have been acquired. Okay, simply 125, we multiply by 9. 1,000 what? Okay, we get from Mandela as well as from Mahir, we get 1125. Okay. Okay, so don't forget you're paying. So this is a cash outflow. Okay, because you're paying. Okay. However, don't forget the other half was she did sell the other half of the rights to someone else. Okay, so she did money. So therefore, cash receipt from the money she received. Don't forget the number of rights. Okay, I think even from the example above here. Okay, the rights were 1,000. Okay, there were 1,000 rights. Now she's going to sell half. Okay, with something like 500. Okay, which is 1,000 times half. But don't forget, for every share, okay, she's getting 0.12 for the sale of one right. Okay, therefore, simply we just multiply by 0.12. Okay, which I think that gives 60. Confirm. Okay. Yes, we get 60. Okay, but don't forget this is a cash receipt. Therefore, this remain a positive. Okay, so this is a positive. Okay. Therefore, this is going to be the wealth, okay, of the investor after. Which is how much? Okay, from Hadik we get 9600. Okay, as well as from here we get 9600. Okay, as you can see. Okay, as well as from Eileen. Okay, so you get 9600. Okay, as you can see in all those three alternatives you've done. Okay, sale of half-half or half-half option, sale of the rights, as well as where the shareholder is going to decide to exercise the entire shares being offered, the will have remained constant. But what if she decides to ignore? That's the question. What if she decides to ignore? What will happen to her wealth? Okay, that is our last alternative. So alternative 3, 4 actually is to ignore the rights. Okay, that are being offered. Okay, ignore the rights. What's going to happen? If they decide to ignore the rights, okay, don't forget the value of the share remains the same because they have ignored. Okay, so the share does not increase. The number of shares doesn't increase. Okay, therefore the value of those shares, okay, though the shares remain at 1,000, however, the value decreased to 9.48. The total wealth, therefore, will be equal to 9,480. There is no cash payment because she didn't pay anything, because she decided to ignore. Okay, at the same time, there's no cash receipt. Okay, because she didn't decide to sell the rights to someone else. Okay, so there was outright, she did ignore the entire thing. Okay, now what happened therefore? Therefore, this is going to be her wealth. Okay, therefore, you can say therefore, lost wealth. Don't forget the wealth before, okay, this was 9,600. This has decreased from 600 all the way to 9,480, okay, which is equal to 120. Now, what is 120? Okay, don't forget this 120 is the value of the rights. Okay, just take you straight back, okay, which is here. The 120, this 120 is what you have here. Okay, that this investor did, there was some lost wealth, okay, equivalent to the value of those rights. Therefore, simply, we can make a conclusion, okay? Then in case you're the investor, you can decide to take out the rights, you can decide to take 90%, 10%, you take 90, you sell 10%, you take 40, 60, whatever you prefer, okay? You can decide to sell all the rights, however, you cannot ignore them, okay? As you can see, it's only in the option where this investor did ignore that her wealth have decreased, okay? So therefore, in simple terms, okay, this particular investor should not be ignoring this offer. You cannot ignore this offer. Okay, you'd rather do 1, 2, or 3, but not 4. Okay, in this context, you cannot ignore the rights. Okay, that simply is the conclusion that we can, or that's what we can advise this particular investor. Okay, okay, the shareholder, we should either sell the rights, okay, maybe just to write down the advice, okay, sell the rights, exercise the rights, okay, but should not ignore the offer, okay. The simply is how the share should do, okay. Do not ignore the offer, okay. As you see, they'll be lost wealth, okay, but all the others you can do, okay. If you want to half, fair enough, okay. If you want to sell everything, you want to buy all the offers, or the shares being offered to you, good, but do not ignore the offer, okay. That simply was more towards, okay, trying to evaluate the different alternative, okay, available to the shareholder, okay, available to the shareholder, okay. I hope it was all clear to all of you, okay. Now, I would want us to, I think this was hard that you had raised before. I don't know. Or is a new question? Let me unmute him here. Oh, it's a previous question. Okay, okay. Going back to our notes, okay, I'm sure they have something. Check. Okay, that's what I think we can do it alone. Okay, I would want us to go to our question bank. Okay, I would want us to go to our question bank. We do some of the questions that your examiner has asked in the previous sitting. Okay, so refer to your question bank. Okay. Okay, in page 5, okay, in page 5, okay, as you can see, we do have the THP company, okay. We have THP company, which I would propose that we attempt, okay. We can actually attempt to do A. Okay, for now we can't do A, but we can do B and C comfortably, okay. So go through the question, then we attempt question B and C. Okay. So go through that question on THP company. Okay, so take maybe 2 minutes to go through the question. Okay, I presuppose that you have gone through the question and you did pick some things up. So in this example, you've been asked to make an evaluation, okay, as per the requirement of part B, okay. We are meant to assess the right issue price per share, the cash to be received, okay, something relating from what is in this example, okay. The cash received, the theoretical strike price per share, the market cap of THP company. Then part C is to get what should be the share price and the market cap of CRX company. Okay, as you noted, these are two companies. Okay, one is acquiring the other. Okay. Now, how to get therefore the theoretical strike share price to get the right issue price? Okay, if you go to the question, okay, so the question telling us here, okay, the company is planning to issue shares, okay, at 1 for it's 1 for 3, okay, a 20% discount, okay, so it is 20% discount from the current market price per share, okay. So maybe this is question we have not done on how to get, because the current share price is not given to you. The current share price has not been given to you. So here you're meant to make a calculation, okay, which is in part A of the question, okay. So let me just give you the what should be the share price, okay. So don't worry too much on the calculation because you have not done that part of the question, okay. Okay, so here I'm answering part 1, okay. So you can't proceed without doing part 1. Simple terms. So the share price of the company, okay, is equal to, so P naught. So don't worry about the formula. We shall discuss later on, okay. But simply just to explain, P naught is the share price, okay, from the formula is equal to the current dividend paid, okay, or the most recent paid dividend. We multiply by 1 plus the growth in those dividends. RE is the cost of equity, and G minus G, where G is the growth in the dividend. Okay, so we shall discuss this model later on. Okay, so D naught, okay, the most recent paid dividend, okay, for this example, the most recent paid dividend, okay, the dividends for this company. Okay, CRX company at the time of acquisition, okay, had, okay, we want to make the evaluation of THP. So you need to get the dividend for THP. And the dividend for THP, where is it? Yeah, here it is, okay. It's equal to 64 cents, okay. The dividend for THP is equal to 64 cents. The cost of equity is 12%. The growth in the dividend is equal to 5%, okay. And the company pays 50% of the earnings of the company, okay. I think we have all the variables we need to apply that model, okay. Therefore, let me go back to my notes, okay. Therefore, D naught, okay, is 0.5 of the earnings, 64 cents, to give us therefore that 2 cents, the cost of equity, and the G, okay. The G, let me just check back on those values on my question back. The G is equal to 5%, okay, and cost of equity 12%, 5% and 12%. G is equal to 5%, and cost of equity is 12%. So simply apply the model. Therefore, the market value P naught, okay, will be equal to that 2 cents, 0.32, 1 plus the growth, 1.05, divided by cost of equity, 0.12 minus 0.05 to give us 4 points. I don't know what 4 points are. So for now, don't worry about the model, okay, because this is part of syllabus we have not discussed, okay. But I want us to get the answer so it can go to work part B and part C. and get 4 point. I don't know whether it's 4, but I'm just trying to remember what I did many years ago. 4.8. Yes, we get 4.8. Okay, we get 4.8 to be there for the dividend. Okay, so having answered part 1, now we can go to answer part B. Okay, our main concern, don't forget, is now part B. And part B, okay, of the question, okay, the part B of the question, okay, we have it here. Is asking, assuming the right issue takes place and ignoring the proposed use of the funds, calculate the right issue price. We have said that the price, okay, the issue price is 20% discount, okay, 20% discount of the price. I think the price we just done it, okay. Therefore, it is 20%, or is the price you'll be paying 80%, okay, because 20% is a discount. Therefore, therefore the issue price, okay, is 80% of 4.8, okay, is therefore simply equal to 80% of 4.8, okay. You can say therefore the issue price is 80% because 20% is a discount times 4.8, and we get 3 point or 4 point, I don't know, 3 points. Okay, got an answer, and we get 3.84. We get 3.84. Therefore, to be the amount the company, to be the amount the shareholder shall be paying to acquire one new share. Okay, you have answered that bit. Okay. The second bit of the question is asking us to get the cash to be raised. Okay, how much cash is the company going to be receiving? Okay, from that issue. Okay. So don't forget, you said it's 1 for 3. Okay, if you remember the THP, it's a 1 for 3. Okay, 1 you share for every 3 share the THP has. Okay, now THP, if you go to the balance sheet of THP, don't forget these are the accounts. Okay, for THP. Okay, so whatever you have here, okay, these are accounts for THP. Okay, these are accounts for THP. Now, if you go to the balance sheet of this company, okay, you can see that this share, the nominal value of the issued share of the company is equal to 3 million share. The par value, okay, which is here, is 1. Therefore, the number of shares this company has is 3 million shares. Okay, there are 3 million shares. If therefore it is a 1 for 3, okay, therefore it's a 1 for 3. Therefore, new shares to be issued, okay, new shares are issued. It's a 1 for 3, 1 for 3, and this company has 3 million shares. Therefore, the new shares to be issued is going to be 1 million. Therefore, the cash to be raised, okay, cash to be raised will be equal to there are 1 million shares that are going to be taken up. Okay, we multiply by the amount they receive for 1 share, which is 3.84. Therefore, multiply by 3.84. Therefore, 3.84 million. Okay. 3.84 because therefore the amount of cash to be received from the issue. Okay, they want to receive from the issue. Okay, hope it's very clear. Okay, going back to our question bank, you've done that bit. The next bit is to get theoretical exit price. Okay, to weigh them. Okay, theoretical exit price. Okay, if you go back to our board here. Okay. So here we are meant to assess, okay, the theoretical exit share price, okay, which will be equal to, you're going to get 1 new share, okay, you're going to get 1 new share for every 3. Therefore, the exit price, therefore, you're going to get 1 new share, okay, but you pay how much? You pay 3.84. But for you to get this 1 new share, okay, you must have at least 3 shares. We have it here, okay. But what's the value of those 3 shares? The value of those 3 shares, okay, was 4.8, okay, therefore times 4.8. We determine, therefore, what's the value per share. Okay, now you have 4 shares now, okay. You have the 1 new share you have just obtained, plus the 3 shares you had before, okay, to give us, therefore, 4 shares to be the revised number of shares. And that, therefore, give, therefore, what referred to as the theoretical exit share price, which will be how much? Okay, we have an answer already from Hadik as well as from Pavital as well as from Mandela. And Sangi, which you get 4.56 to be therefore to be the theoretical exit share price. Okay, simply what we are anticipating, okay, what we are forecasting will be the share price in 1 year from now. sorry, after the expiry of the offer. After the expiry of the offer, we anticipate or we predict, okay, that should be what the share should trade at. Okay? And if they do that, if they do trade at 4.56, then the investors' wealth remain constant. Okay, assuming that they do take those, they exercise the right, or they decide to sell the rights to someone else. Okay. The next question asking us, the next question, if I was to go back to the question bank, was asking us to get the market cap, or simply, what is market cap? Simply the total market value of the shares of THP company. What's their market cap? Okay, this after this is assuming the right issue takes place. So this is going to be after. Okay, after the issue takes place, what do we anticipate? Therefore, should be the market value of all the shares of THP company. Okay. Don't forget currently the company, okay, I think you have mentioned, okay, this company has 3 million shares, okay, and one share is 4.8, okay. Then they're going to be issuing 3 million new shares, isn't it? They're going to be issuing 1 million new share at 3.84. Therefore, the value of those shares. So let me go back to my board here. The market cap of this company after the issue will be the market value of those shares. There were 3 million. Okay, so let me just put them into their categories for easy understanding. Okay, so it's going to be value, let me just call old shares. Okay, not that they are old, but they're just old shares. There were 3 million, okay, at a price of 4.8. Then you're going to have the value of new shares, the one that have just been issued, or simply the capital, which I think we already have 3.84 million, but just to have a calculation for it, 1 million times 3.84, which we got 3.84 million. So what's the value of the old shares? 3 million times 4.8. You have an answer already. So you have here from Mandela 14.4 million. Confirm that answer. 14.4 million. Okay, from somewhere as well as from Elaine,